Alright, it looks like we're just about ready to go here. Yep. So this is going to be a Season 8 Cup game, round of 64. This is Nostred playing Scorpion versus Jokingly playing Crab. Pretty sure both of these players are really good. I'm not 100% sure on Nostred. I'm not sure if I've actually seen him play before, but I know I've seen his name around a lot, and Jokingly is definitely a really good crab player. So it should be a good match here. If we look at the deck lists, it looks like Nostred's deck is titled Hawkpoon is Busted and Needs Errata. I am going to have to agree with that. Running 3 Hawk Tattoo, 2 Let Go. Another thing I'm noticing here is he has 2 of the new conflict characters, Shosuro Sadako. Interested to see that. I have not seen her get played yet. Let's see, anything else? Ooh, 2 spies at court. That's a little bit interesting. Also, the new Dynasty character, Reclusive Zokujin. That's a pretty good card as well. Oh, wow. And Nostred is going to find Hidden Moon Dojo right off the bat. That's really strong. Borderlands Defender from Jokingly as well. A really good card in this matchup. Looks like we went right through. Yeah, so in the cup bracket, once you make it that far, everyone is required to submit their deck lists at the start of the cup. And it's open deck lists, so whenever you're playing against someone, you can usually, I'm pretty sure most players do this, you just have both the deck lists open in separate tabs, so you can just check what they have and what you have as well if you need to. Yeah, so if you go to the spreadsheet and go to the Season 8 Cup Bracket tab, you can, everyone's name is a link basically, and you can just click on that and see their deck list. But yeah, Hidden Moon Dojo, not only does he find it turn 1, he finds it on one of the middle provinces, so that's going to be really strong. And Jokingly does not have Sabotage in his deck, so won't be able to deal with that unless he gets to break it. Wayfinder is going to see Pilgrimage. I kind of wish it told us as the spectator which one that was, but we'll just have to wait and see. Meek Informant saw the Crab player's hand. We have Cloud the Mind, Court Games, Wayfinder that got played, Fan, Spyglass, Talisman. Ooh, both Talismans. Mountain Does Not Fall, and Way of the Crab. So pretty good hand here, actually, for the Crab player. I think we'll probably see the Mountain Does Not Fall on the Borderlands Defender. That seems pretty good. Scorpion could have a cancel, of course. We see Manicured Garden, Gain of Fate, Hidden Moon Dojo, gonna reveal an Illusionist here. So, let's see, the chance of Scorpion having one of his Forged Edicts is pretty good. We're gonna see the Crab Stronghold get used first. I mean, obviously he wants to play the mountain, but we'll just have to see if the Scorpion lets that happen. We see the Sociologist get played with 1 fate. We're going to see a fan on the Borderlands Defender. So Defender's still winning this conflict. This is Earth, so this is pretty important for both players to win. Scorpion can just play the Manipulator, of course. Crab has the Talismans as well. So we could see this moved to Shameful Display. There's a Court Games to ready the Illusionist, or sorry, to honor the Illusionist. Jokingly is going to play Court Games of his own to honor the Borderlands Defender. So just trading a lot of cards here. Sociologist discards the status token. Yeah, so there is the Talisman. Ooh, and we see an immediate calling in favors on that. I'm going to take it and put it on the Sociologist. So that's really strong because it means that now Jokingly cannot play the other Talisman as long as this Sociologist is in play. So what I would consider doing here as Crab is I would first attempt to play the Mountain. Oh wow, he's going to play the Spyglass. That is... I guess that makes sense. It feels a little bad to not play that before the conflict, but he didn't know he was going to get the Manicured Garden Fate. So this does force Scorpion to play another card. Could play the Manipulator. And I think if it looks like Crab is not going to win this conflict, you just... Yeah, he does play the Manipulator. You just favorable grounds to move the Borderlands Defender home, probably. Then you can maybe do a Void attack and get rid of this Sociologist. Scorpion has no fate, so you don't have to worry about fate worse than death. You know where Pilgrimage is, so you can actually just break Pilgrimage, I think. I actually like that play. You favorable ground home here with the Defender, just let this break, and then you go back and break Pilgrimage. Again, Scorpion, he'll have 1 fate when Pilgrimage gets revealed. You could also go hunting for a face down province, I suppose. Yeah, he is going to move her home. I wonder if Scorpion has a Spies at Court here. That would bring Jokingly all the way down to 1 card, which would be pretty bad. Discards Mountain does not fall off the Earth Ring, that's fine. And yeah, it looks like no Spies at Court, so that's good for Jokingly. No, we do not know whether Dojo is on Pilgrimage or not. He might just go for the break on Dojo, regardless of whether it's Pilgrimage or not. Again, Scorpion is going to have maximum one fate here, so not a whole lot he can do with that. Ooh, finds Shameful Display, okay. So, I mean, that's good. The most Scorpion can do here is like play a 1-cost conflict character and use Shameful, and even then that's not really that great, and it probably still breaks. Yeah, so I think this should be a break here. And this is the Void Ring. That's good, I like that. That's going to kill this Sociologist and let you play your other Talisman. What's the reason for attacking that one? Doesn't mind the Dojo. Yeah, I'm not sure actually. Especially, yeah, we see the Talisman used now. Gonna go to Upholding Authority instead. Yeah, so I guess, I mean, he could have talismaned away anyway. If he attacked Pilgrimage, we could have seen, like, double let go, I guess. He's gonna take care of that other Talisman of the Sun, so that it means no more talismans for Jokingly. I think you definitely want to hit a Void Province there, though, because of that Talisman. If you go into one Void Province, he can't Talisman you into the other, because then he doesn't get the Seeker Fate. Not that he probably would anyway. I think he is always going to Talisman into Upholding Authority there. Let's see. A lot of 4-cost characters for Crab here, and a lot of 1 and 2 costs from Scorpion. So Crab actually knows every province now in the Scorpion row, like the locations. He saw Pilgrimage, so he knows what the other face down one is, which is Secret Cache, and then Rally under the Stronghold. So he can now pretty safely attack into exactly the province that he wants to. We're going to see a 2-Fate Shuichi and then an immediate pass from Scorpion. Yeah, that seems correct. You definitely want to get this Shuichi going, because that's going to get you some more Fate. And Conflict Phase, Jokingly, is up first. So let's see. I think we might see him go for the... Maybe you just pass your first attack. Ooh, we see a Wayfinder, okay. So this is good. You can attack with the Wayfinder now and just do a poke attack. Yeah, the Hidden Moon Dojo, we got that turn 1 on one of the middle provinces. Pretty unfortunate. But yeah, if you're just getting here, Joe, Jokingly has played a couple Wayfinders, so he knows exactly where all of the Scorpion's provinces are, which is good. So you can't really attack with the Defender or Shuichi, because then you probably just get Fate Worse Than Death. So I think we will see him attack with the Wayfinder here. You probably go Fire. Let's see what he does. Finger of Jade would help. Yeah. That is true. Didn't really get a chance to look at Jokingly's deck. It looks pretty standard. I am noticing that he has no Kuni Labs, which is a little bit surprising. Personally, I really like that card, but... Ooh, yeah, so the Mia Mystic gets played here. That's pretty annoying for Crab. He's going to be able to discard the Spyglass. Oh, he has an Assassinate. That's actually really strong. That is going to save his Spyglass here, which he needs pretty badly because he's on 6 cards. Yeah, Jokingly is not a big fan of Finger of Jade. We see a pass from Jokingly. We'll see if... I imagine Nostred is going to play another character here. Yep, there's a Court Novus. So this is going to let you use Shameful, but you're still not winning, because they both have 0 glory. Is this military? It is political. So I'm a little bit curious why he didn't play the Blackmail Artist instead. And then Shameful Display on that. We'll see what his plan is here. Jokingly passes. Still winning, so don't need to do anything else yet. Ooh, there's a hawk tattoo on Shuichi. Okay, so that's pretty annoying for Crab, but not really anything you can do about it, I think. He's just going to gain 1 fate from Shuichi. There's the shameful display. So Crab is winning but not breaking. That is 1 hawk tattoo. Yeah. I'm the only one at home right now, so I sort of have to look after the dogs. Jokingly, it's going to go ahead and pass. That seems fine. You don't really need to break this here. Waiting on Nostred to take an action. He is going to play the Blackmail Artist. So yeah, interesting that he honored the Court Novice instead of the Blackmail Artist there. You could have played that first and then honored him. That would be 1 extra skill, plus he's staying around for an extra turn. Not 100% sure on that play. We'll see if Jokingly has another card. Yeah, definitely interesting. No, Jokingly's just going to pass. Wow. And Blackmail Artist, ooh, and he has the Spies at Court. So Blackmail Artist steals an honor, and then Spies at Court's going to discard 2 cards here. Way of the Crab and Skirmisher, ooh. So the Way of the Crab you don't really care about, but the Skirmisher definitely hurts. That is 3 conflict characters down out of a total of only 6. No rats in this deck. Nostred is going to pass his conflict opportunity, so I think you attack with Borderlands Defender, right? Maybe you go Earth. Yeah, Borderlands Defender, Shameful Display. Going Air, okay, that's fine as well. Gets you a Fate and some honor back. Earth definitely looks good though. Get the Keeper, you get some more cards. Yeah, I mean Crab is definitely ahead on board, but it's Crab versus Scorpion. Like, I think that's kind of expected most of the time. Ooh, we see a Way of the Scorpion. There's a Watch Commander. Yeah, so this actually has to be a military attack, since he used his political. I almost wonder why he didn't go military on the first attack. I think that would have actually been quite a bit better. And then save the political for the Borderlands Defender. He is going to get the break on Shameful Display, though, so that's pretty good. Discards the Court Novice. And Nostra just going to pass his conflict opportunity. He already used the Hidden Moon Dojo now that I think about it, so yeah. If he doesn't have conflict characters, then he just can't attack. So, seems good, I think, for Crab. But yeah, I think I definitely would have gone military first. I don't know, I guess then he just pulls the Borderlands Defender. Not sure. Ooh. Some interesting flips here. So Soshi Shiori, one of the new Scorpion cards. After you win a conflict, choose a player. That player loses 1 honor. Oh wow, we see Witch Hunter. So Crab's just gonna buy his whole board with 0 fate. That seems good actually. You can use Witch Hunter, sacrifice the Heated Guardian, and then you can also use the Vanguard Warrior to put a fate on her. Or actually, you probably put a fate on like Borderlands Defender and then Iron Mine the Witch Hunter. Yeah, that's currently happening. Borderlands Defender is like your big tower in this game, so she's the one that you want to stay around as long as possible. Jokingly bids 3 to 1. So yeah, one thing Jokingly has to be a little bit worried about here is the I Can Swim, although he does have an Iron Mine, so he should be fine. First action pass should be illegal. Yeah. Yeah, someone was... Yeah, Alex bid higher here, so he doesn't have to worry about that. I Can Swim. That's what I was going to talk about, was the bids. Alex probably didn't want to bid 1, because then if Scorpion bids 2 or 3, it turns on I Can Swim, which just wastes your Iron Mine, essentially. Shocking was asking what kind of dogs we have. We have 2 Havanese. One of them's a puppy, and then the other one's like 9 years old now, I think. They're good dogs, but they do bark sometimes, as dogs do. We're seeing an air attack here. Finds defend the wall, so I guess he wants to break this Iron Mine. 7 fate here. So, yeah. Eric said Shiori doesn't look so good in this case. I mean, she's alright. Like, Jokingly is on kind of low honor. We'll see, though. He has a favorable ground here as well. Yeah, and he is just going to use that here. So now that lets him use Hidden Moon Dojo to flip this one up and see another card. Ooh, finds a Mia Mystic. That's pretty good. Jokingly's not too down in hand size now, so he doesn't probably care too much about the Spyglass dying. Yeah, another Mystic. That would be especially annoying if, let's see, is Scorpion running Cloud the Mind? Yeah, he has 2 Cloud the Mind. If he has a Cloud the Mind, he can play Mystic and then Cloud the Witch Hunter, which would be, you know, bad. Not the worst thing in the world, I guess, but let's see. So Jokingly's winning the conflict, so he's going to go ahead and pass. This is the airing at Defend the Wall. So he is going to get to resolve the ring effect here if Scorpion doesn't do anything. He still has a lot of buffs as well. He has the Stronghold for +3. He has the Heated Guardian for +2. 3 + 2 is 5. So that would put him at 8. Yeah, I mean, the real bad luck for Jokingly was the Hidden Moon Dojo turn 1. Like that's just... yeah, we do see the Mia Mystic get played, so you probably use Heated Guardian now before you commit the box. Yep. And he actually uses that on Vanguard Warrior. I like that play because if there's a Force Shame, it could just bow the Shuichi. So that seems good. Of course, Scorpion could just have an Assassinate. Jokingly, would definitely like to have a Court Games here. That's what mine is for. Yeah, I forgot about mine, actually. Good point. Ooh, Kachiko. That is annoying. He does play her with no fate here. And there's a Cloud the Mind on Kachiko. That's pretty good. Mia Mystic is going to immediately discard that Cloud the Mind, so that saves your Spyglass. That's good as well. It looks like you might have to just give up the break here, unless he has another Cloud. There's a Court Games. Wow, he actually dishonors an opposing character. Interesting. So yeah, that is going to go on the Blackmail Artist. So yeah, Kachiko is going to go ahead and send the Vanguard Warrior home. Defend the Wall is breaking. You could Stronghold to prevent the break here. But then Force Shame, I guess trading it for Force Shame is good. So I would Stronghold. You have the Witch Hunter as well. Although she would have to sacrifice the Guardian here. We'll see. Jokingly does not have to worry about Cloud now because there are no Shugenja left and no Fate left, for that matter, on Scorpion's side. Is this a one-time Kachiko? Yes, it is. So after this turn, unless Scorpion has a way to stop her from dying, which he does not, Jokingly will not have to worry about Kachiko anymore. There is an Assassinate on the Hida Guardian. Do you Iron Mine this? I think you definitely Iron Mine this. Yes, he does Iron Mine that. Alex's first attack should be water. Yeah, I agree on that. 2 Fate Watering seems pretty good. Ooh, wow, so he actually prevents the break there. He is going to lose 2 honor, bringing him down to 3. Yeah, you have to use the Iron Mine there, as Schroeds points out, or it breaks and you lose it anyway. So essentially, nostred was assassinating Iron Mine there. I mean, I think the assassination is probably okay. Like, you're killing the Iron Mine. Yeah, he's like Joe says, he spent 3 honor to discard Iron Mine. That means that he's gonna have to put a Fate on Witch Hunter with the Vanguard Warrior, or she'll die. And then next turn, all three of these characters have 0 fate. Nostred has nothing now. Yeah, Nostred spent all of his fate. It looks like we are seeing a water attack with the Borderlands Defender. Again, he knows what both of these face-down provinces are, so he can just attack the one that is better. We'll see what that is. Yeah, political water is really strong here. Ooh, actually going in with both of his characters. I do like that, actually. If Scorpion defends... Oh, maybe not. So if Scorpion defends, then he just Water Rings to ready Shuichi. And then he still has another ready from the Witch Hunter. It is Secret Cache. Didn't want to give Scorpion that fate from attacking Pilgrimage. And this should be a break here. This Borderlands Defender is very strong. Odd that he didn't go in with both. I mean, what does he really have to worry about, right? Like, Borderlands Defender is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 7 skill. And Nostred has 0 fate. He can't play For Shame because he doesn't have a courtier to defend with. Like, what is he going to do, right? He's already used Tin Moon Dojo, so he can't even flip a favorable grounds. I think there's just nothing he can do about this, since he spent all of his fate. And that means Crab should be able to... So he'll actually be on Stronghold. So what you probably do here is... Yeah, and Nostred kind of just has to defend this, I think. He could use his second attack, maybe. But I think either way, Crab is going to ready Shuichi. Well, I guess you would... you can't covert her because she has covert, so maybe you would just bow her. Yeah, I think this might actually just be game here. That's going to break real quick. So now he's going to ready Shuichi with the Water Ring. He's going to ready Borderlands Defender with the Witch Hunter. And then he's just going to break the Stronghold, right? Yep, there's the ready. So this is going to be 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 military skill. And if he switches it to political, then it's even more. And Scorpion has no fate. Like, what can he do here, right? I think jokingly just wins. Yeah, I think buying the Kachiko there, spending all 5 of his fate on a no fate Kachiko, and he didn't even get the break. I think that was a bit of a mistake. Yeah. So Nostred will pass his second conflict. There's a let go on an Ornate Fan. Okay. Like, there's no way you stop the break here, right? It's 9 military or 8 political. Either way, that's enough. Spend 5 fate, win but don't break. Yeah, not really the best. Yeah, not the best use of 5 fate for sure. Covert's the Kachika just in case. Whenever I'm attacking with a covert character and my opponent's board is just bowed, I just don't use covert because it literally doesn't matter. But it seems like a lot of people like to do it anyway. Yeah, yeah, deciding how much fate you want to put on a character is definitely a really big part of the game. what I always say, and I think I got this from Joe actually from one of the articles he wrote, is whenever you play a character that costs 3 or more, you want to be able to put at least 2 fate on it. There are some exceptions to that, like this Witch Hunter with 0 fate, since he was just going for that final push this turn. Yeah, Joe's written some good articles about this. You can probably find those on the Discord. But yeah, like playing, so he spent 5 fate playing Kachiko there. Hold on, I'll find the links, or maybe Joe can find the links. Since, yeah, I mean, there are definitely times, like Eric is saying, where you don't put any fate on a character that costs 3 or more like that, but it's pretty rare, and it does always feel bad when you have to do it. Um, there are some 1 and 2 cost characters that you see people put a lot of fate on as well. Generally, if it's a 1 cost character, you probably don't put fate on it. There is the article link. Thank you, Joe. So yeah, you can go check that out. Joe's written some pretty good articles. Um, Definitely recommend reading them. What was I saying? Yeah, so 1 cost characters. If you just have like a ton of fate and you can afford to put a fate on them, then I'll put a fate on a 1 cost character. Sometimes in crab as well, you might put a fate so they last until the fate phase, and you can do a fate phase way of the crab play. That's pretty telegraphed though. Like if you play a Kaigo Envoy with 1 fate, then obviously you have a way of the crab. But it can be good. 2 cost characters, it depends on the character. Like Vanguard Warrior is the whole point of Vanguard Warrior is to sacrifice him after you use him in a conflict. So you obviously don't want to put fate on him. But characters like Shrewd Yasuki in Crab or Agasha Swordsmith in Dragon are like really important players. Are really important cards rather. So generally you see people put 1 or 2 fate on those characters. You do of course have to worry about assassinate on anything that costs 2 or less. So usually you'll want to do that. Like if I have an Iron Mine in my provinces and I see a Shrewd Yasuki, I'll usually play him with 2 fate, so I can just keep him on the board for a long time and get some hand advantage. Dragon will usually play a Swordsmith with like 2 fate and then put a Reprieve or a Finger of Jade on him. Yeah. But yeah, spending 5 fate on Kachiko just to win that conflict and not even break was definitely not great. You could have used her to defend, and not only that, since you had no fate to put on her, if you made it past this turn, your whole board is going to clear, and Crab still has these 3 characters. So at that point you just lose because you're facing like this gigantic board and you just have nothing. So that's definitely something you want to think about. Is like, a lot of times I'll think about like, okay, what is the board going to look like on the next turn, right? And if it's not looking good in my favor, then I'll try to maybe, play a Reprieve or get a Void Ring, something like that to even it up a little bit. That's especially important in Crab since they like to play towards the late game more. Not as important maybe in something like Lion where you have a lot of like charges and stuff like that to just, put a bunch of stuff on the board. A lot of cheap characters as well. But yeah, definitely important regardless. But yeah, got a little bit off track there. That is going to be it for this game. Jokingly will win. Congratulations to him. So he will move on to the round of 32, and he will play against either a Phoenix or a Scorpion, it looks like. So that should be good. Yeah, that's another thing as well. like I was mentioning earlier, it is open deck lists for the Discord League Cup. So if you go to the spreadsheet and you go to the Season 8 Cup tab, you see a bunch of names on there, and all of them are links. So you can just click on one of those links, and it'll show you their deck for the cup. That's definitely good if you're looking for like some new deck lists to try out. Yeah, a lot of players in the cup are really good players, so definitely some good stuff in there. But yeah, that's going to do it for this game. So thank you everybody for watching, and I just noticed 3 spyglasses on the Borderlands Defender. That's a classic. But yeah, thanks everyone for watching, and I will see you next time.